still Wednesday, 26th of November. If you didn't watch the one before this, that won't sound relevant to you. Basically, I just wasn't sure when I'd be able to record this video, but I have found time. I recorded the last one, had a quick break for lunch, and now I'm back. So, if you did watch the previous video, you'll have already heard all this, but just in case you haven't, the renovations and so on are still going on. There will be some background noise. I'm hoping that because I'm wearing my mic again today, that not too much of it will be picked up anyway, and things are a lot quieter than they were. So hopefully we're okay. If things do get noisy, then I will stop and carry on later. But I'm hoping I can get all this done pretty quickly. Not a huge amount else to say at this point, except that, as per usual, there will be information about various things in the description. Links to where you can find me, links to anyone that I talk about, anything else that I think you need to know will all be in the description underneath. So yeah, check that out if you need to. If you think I've forgotten anything, either forgetting to talk about something or forgetting to put it in the description for you, just drop me a comment and let me know, and I will sort it out. Okay, so the previous episode was almost entirely about crochet projects, as standard. In this one, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of spinning that I've done recently. A little tiny shop update that is coming very soon. And then a whole bunch of lovely incoming yarny, fibery, crafty goodness. I've got so much to show you. So I had better crack on. First things first, let's show you some yarn. None of this is properly finished, but it's all nearly there. This is dry, it just needs to be weighed and measured so I know how much of it I've got. I don't have a name for this one yet. This is a mystery fibre that I bought from World of Wool. They sometimes sell what they call little tubs of joy, and you literally get a little pot, or it's a little pot of joy. Either way, you get a little pot like this, and it's got mystery fibre, and they don't even tell you what's in there. It's just whatever it is. So I think this is wool. It feels like wool, but then it's got it's got little bits. You see the sort of pale speckly bits there. I think they are some kind of plant fibre. I don't know whether they're silk or bamboo or tencel. I'm going to guess bamboo, but I'm not certain. So I don't know. For one, I don't know what to call it, so feel free to make suggestions. And for two, I don't know whether I can sell it because I can't tell you what's in it. I know that the dark brown strand is merino because I've added that in myself. I just wanted to extend the amount of yarn I had, basically, so decided to ply the mystery fibre with some dark brown merino, also from World of Wool. But yeah, that's that's less than half of it. I don't know what the rest is. So let me know, would you buy a skein of yarn that was mystery fibre? Should I bother putting it in my shop, or should I just keep it? The temptation is always there. I am doing this to sell and to make money, but also it's squishy and I want it. So It's tricky. It's tricky. But yeah, that is oh, getting tangled on my rings. It's very pretty, it's very lovely. It's very soft actually. Not the softest yarn I've ever spun, but it's up there for sure. Yeah, obviously I can't tell you at the moment exactly how much of it there is because I haven't worked that out yet. Oh, twist that a bit more. That's not twisting it properly. There we go. Yeah. So I don't quite know what to do with it. Let me know what you think. But either way, it's pretty and I love it. Okay, next up we have got this very, very pretty yarn, which again isn't, you know, I haven't weighed it, haven't measured it, so I don't know exactly how much there is, but otherwise it is done. Absolutely love this. I hope that's showing up okay. And get my face out of the picture and cover it up. Let me double this. Show you a bit wider. There we go. Hopefully that'll focus better now. Look at the colours in that. Isn't it just lovely? This is called Yule Cat. Again, it's got a strand of merino plied with it. But the rest, the actual Yule Cat blend, is not written down. Oops. So I need to track down that information because I do have it. I just don't know where I've put it. But I can track that down and I'll put it on the screen for you so you know what the blend is. This is from the World of Wool Advent from last year. I didn't buy it last year, but they put all the leftovers on the website and put them on sale in February, I think it was. And I just went through and chose all the ones that I thought were pretty. And I think this one's my favourite, to be honest. It's just gorgeous. So I think I'm going to keep this one. Sorry. But if you would like something similar, let me know. I won't be able to do the exact blend because they don't sell that one anymore, I don't think. But I'm sure I can work out something very similar for you. Either they'll have a similar blend already or I can blend something up. Either way. I want to start doing that more. You know, spinning because I've got fibre and can spin it is great. I love it. But I would really, really like to do some more custom spins for people. So if you've got something you would like, whether it's a particular colour or particular fibre content, let me know. Okay, and finally, on the spinning front, we have got the latest instalment of the Magical Worlds Fibre Club from Folk Yarn Studio. And this is my favourite one from the club so far, mostly because it is just so soft. This is October's yarn. It's called The Library. And it's Teeswater Grey wool. The Teeswater Grey is a type of sheep, as you probably expect with it being wool. The actual fleece, natural fleece straight from the sheep, is sort of your standard creamy white sheep colour. But the sheep have grey faces, so they're often called Teeswater Grey sheep. I have not spun this wool before. This is the first time, and oh, I'm in love. I am in love with it. It is so soft and so fine. For, you know, I love British wool. I do. Just realised I might have knocked my mic. Sorry. And there are so many wonderful breeds. There's, well, I won't even list them. There's so many. And I've spun wool from quite a few of them now, and they all have their own qualities that make them wonderful in their own way. And there are some very soft ones out there. Blue Face Leicester, for example, it's a lovely fibre to work with. I like this more. I haven't seen it anywhere that I can remember. I will be looking out for it now, because it was an absolute delight to spin. The yarns worked out really fine. Let me untwist it, actually, show you it untwisted. It's going to have a lovely drape to it. There we go, look, you'll see how fine that's worked out. Well, it's a 3-ply yarn. It was just so easy to keep it thin while I was spinning it. And I just felt lovely at every step of the process. So this needs soaking just to finish it off. And hopefully it's going to feel even nicer when that's done, because it usually softens things up even more. So I have high hopes. I have very high hopes for this yarn. This is for me to keep. It's going in my Magical Worlds blanket. And I'll be able to put it in pretty soon. I mentioned this in the previous video as well, but just to quickly go over it again, I am currently crocheting with September's yarn, and I'm about halfway through it, so it won't be long at all until I can add this into the blanket too. And I honestly, I can't wait. Really can't wait. It's just, oh, it's just lovely. It's really, really lovely. Right, that's all the spinning. Told you there wasn't much. Oh, that's okay. Just dropped the lens cap for my camera. That's okay, I know where it's gone, and I don't need it till I've finished, so that's fine. Right, tiny little shop update first. I'm not going to show you these now because they are super tiny, and getting the camera to focus on them will be a nightmare. So I will take some pictures of them later, and I'll pop them up here while I'm editing so you can see what I'm talking about. I have finally made some Christmas stitch markers to put in the shop. They probably won't actually go in until next week, because I want them to be available at the market on Saturday. It's my next event I'm hosting. So yeah, I want to make sure I've got the full amount available then. I'm hoping they'll be quite popular. But once I'm done at that market, I will get them all up on the website for you, whatever's left. And I've just about got time to make more between now and the last posting date for Christmas. So if when I put them up on the website I'm out of stock of one type, or you want more than I've got available, or anything like that, just let me know, and I should be able to whip some more up fairly easily. I know I've still got enough clay and all that, so that's fine. Anyway, as you will hopefully be seeing, these are really tiny for me stitch markers. They're about 1 centimetre at most, actually. They're mostly not square, but if they were sort of 1 centimetre either way. There are 2, 5, 6 designs, I think. There's a gingerbread man, a snowman, gingerbread person, snow person, snowflake, and then a stocking, a mitten, and a woolly hat design. And the way I'm going to list them is so you can basically pick and choose your own set. You choose 3, if I can get it to work on the website anyway. You can choose any 3 from whatever's available, and I'll make them into a little set for you. So I haven't decided on the price yet, but they won't be expensive. They're only little, and they didn't take too long. So, but they are of course made by my own fair hand from polymer clay, as with all my other stitch markers. And I have hand painted these as well. So even though the shapes are pretty uniform, the painting, it's all freehand. So each one is unique. Okay, incoming stuff. I now have all of my advent calendars in the house and I'm having to resist opening them. It's really hard work. So I'm pretty sure I showed you one of them last time. If I didn't, I am very sorry. Please let me know and I'll come back and do a separate mini video just to show you what that one looks like. Obviously I'm not going to open packages like the individual ones inside, but I can show you what it looks like from the outside. But I now have 2 more as well. So this one's huge. This is the World of Wool fibre advent calendar. The box is massive, but it's because in here there are 24, obviously because it's an advent, 50-gram packages of fibre. Oh my god. I'm not going to move them around too much, but it's the size of the package. And they're so pretty, the little bags they put it all in. And they did this last year as well. They've got different designs on each one. And the names on the front as well. So number 2 is Hansel and Gretel. I remember last year they put the fibre content information on the individual bags. I'm just making sure I don't knock anything, like my drink, for example. Yeah, they put the fibre content information on each of the bags last time, which is great for after the fact when you're trying to remember what everything is. It's not so great if you want what's inside to be a complete surprise. So they've done it a bit differently this year. They've got the number and the name on the outside, and there's a bit of a clue like in the imagery possibly. I've not looked inside, so I don't know if any of those colours are relevant or anything. But they have provided a spoiler alert. Love it. It says, this handy booklet contains all the information of the year's advent calendar contents. Open along 1 page per day. So it's got all the information here. I've had a very, very, very quick flick through, but I haven't actually looked at any of the information. Benefit of not being able to see very well. I'm not really going to look, but I'm just going to quickly show you the first page now. So if you have got this advent calendar and you don't want to see, look away. I'll tell you when you can look back, okay? So you get, I'm not properly looking. For number 1, there's some information there about a video open along that they're doing. I might watch, I haven't decided yet. And then you get a full page. Again, I'm not reading it, so I don't actually know, but I'm assuming that tells you about the fibre content and the colours and the inspiration for how they've chosen everything. The theme of this, they have written on here, is a culinary Christmas. So inspired, I assume, by food and drink. There is also a bit of extra information in the front. I'm not going to read it all, Culinary Christmas inspired by food traditions from around the globe. So there's a whole load of lovely information there. And a little bit about how it works right at the beginning as well. I think that's it. I think it just goes right to number 24, I think. 25. Yay. I know advent calendars aren't supposed to go at 25, but I like it when they do. So I am really looking forward to getting into this one. It's not long now, is it? Hang on, we're on the 26th. My market's the 29th, that's Saturday. Monday is the 1st of December and I can open things. I can't wait. Really, really can't wait. So that's calendar 2 of 3. This is the one that kind of informed other aspects of Advent buying this year, because I knew I wanted to buy this one. Because I'd seen it last year that they did one, but I didn't know about it until it was too late. I'd already filled up my quota for Advent calendars. So I couldn't actually buy this till August, September, something like that, I think. But I've had the money set aside for it from January. So there's that. And then the Blue Phone Yarn was one. As soon as I saw the colour inspiration and the theme for that, I knew I wanted that as well. And I was going to stop at 2 because I couldn't afford to buy 3. Basically, income is low. But then Laura at Folk Yarn Studio announced the theme for her advent calendar. I was like, okay, great. I really, really want it. Really want it. But I can't afford to buy it. I was good. I was like, no, I'm not going to buy it. I can't afford to. I'm just going to have to make do with the ones I've got. They will be lovely. I will cope. I'll have major FOMO, but I will cope with not having beautiful advent calendar. And then I had a bit of a brainwave, and I thought, through going to East Anglia Yarn Festival and through leaving comments on her podcast, I don't know Laura, like we're not friends, although I'd love to be. I would love to be, because she's amazing. But I kind of have a little bit of a connection, sort of. Enough that I felt comfortable emailing her and saying, right, I really want your advent. I cannot afford your advent. How do you feel about doing a swap? I will spin an advent calendar for you. Completely unique handspun advent calendar in exchange for one of yours. And she jumped at it. Bless her. She is so busy all the time. And I had a reply from her in less than 24 hours after sending that email. And she sounded so excited. So all that spinning that I've not been able to show you throughout the year, that's what it's been for. I meant to take a video of packing it all up and tell you what all the different yarns were, and I just didn't get around to it. So I'm hoping Laura will show bits when she gets around to opening it, presumably through Vlogmas. I don't know if she's doing it, I don't know. Or, you know, she'll maybe talk about it on her next, like, relevant podcast episodes. I don't know whether she will or not. I'd love it if she does, but there is no pressure. And I have got it all written down, so I can tell you about them, about all the yarns. I just can't show them. Most of them. Some of them are ones that are in my shop. I split off a mini skein for the advent. So anyway, the point of all this is I have therefore got my hands on one of these for free. Oh, thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. I mean, it's not, is it? I put in a load of work, but I was more than happy to. I would have been spinning that yarn anyway, and it has saved me so much money. I've still got this gorgeous, gorgeous advent. When I saw it was themed around Buffy, like, yeah, gotta have that. Got to. So yeah, it's called Into the Darkness. She saved the world a lot. So I love this bag. I'm going to use this all the time. I might not even keep it as a project bag. This might be an actual, like, leaving the house bag. It is that cool. And it's just a tote. It's got a popper, so it stays closed. And then we've got all these lovely, lovely packages inside. I'm not going to go through them all. Obviously, I'm not going to start opening things. But there is a Christmas Day 25-gram skein, 100-gram skein to go with all the little ones. And there are some little extra packages as well. I don't know whether I think there's five? I think there's 5 of them. That was my husband's coughing in the background. I do apologise. I don't know whether I'll just open those all at once or whether I'll be good and spread them through the month. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I shall try and keep things spoiler free for anyone else whenever I do open them. She's also included, we've got 2 envelopes. We've got the watch along episode list, because these are all inspired by particular episodes of Buffy, and then separately all the names of the colourways, which is fab because I like to know that kind of thing. And then there's a little bit of information, and on the back it's got which one I've got. So this is the daily advent on the sparkle sock base. She asked me which one I would prefer, and I said, if you've got the sparkly one spare, that'd be fab. So the sparkly one I have got, which is 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon. That doesn't add up. She must be 10% silver stellina, or possibly 25% nylon and 5% silver stellina. But hey, I know what she means, it's fine. She's written, I'm going to read this to you because it's brilliant. Thank you so much for joining me this December on a trip into the darkness. Firstly, let me thank you for choosing my yarn advent. I hope you love it. I have loved delving deep into the world of Buffy this year, though choosing episodes has been as easy as really difficult pie. I hope you feel I do the Scooby Gang and their adventures justice. Flip this card over for your advent details. Thank you again, and I hope you have a wonderful December. Now, I'm off to get my craft on. If the apocalypse comes, beat me. Love it. So I am so incredibly grateful to Laura for this, just for agreeing to be part of the swap, doing a swap with me. I can't do it every year, unfortunately, much as I would love to. She also sent me a lovely little thank you card just for offering to do the swap. She was so sweet. It's honestly been, yeah, it's been an absolute delight to do it all. And yeah, I'm thrilled to have this. Got a free advent calendar from Indie Yarn Buyer, who I respect and admire, and who seems like just a genuinely wonderful person. If you have not yet checked out Laura's website or watched her podcast or been to East Anglia Yarn Festival, which she organises all of, please do all of those 3 things as soon as you can. Again, obviously I will link everything below for you, all her various links. Yeah, just go show her some love because she's amazing. Roll on Monday. Don't often look forward to Mondays. Right, other things to show you. I have, since I last spoke to you, been to 2 yarn shows. last Friday, I went to Knit+Stitch in Harrogate, which is more than a yarn show really. It's a whole craft fair. There's fabric, and in fact the yarn is a pretty small part of it really. There's fabric and craft kits and handmade things and buttons and beads and knitting needles and you name it, it's probably there. So that was last Friday, and then it must have been the weekend after I last recorded, a couple of weeks ago anyway, I went to the Yorkshire Yarn Festival, which is a much smaller, therefore nicer yarn festival, held out near York. I can't remember the name of the hotel that it was in, but it was lovely, really nice venue. And it's the first time I've heard about it. I happened across it because of a giveaway that the Weardale Weaver was doing on Instagram to give free tickets to the festival. And I thought, right, I've already committed to going to Knit+Stitch. Again, money is tight. I can't afford to pay for tickets to go to another one. Can't really afford to go at all because I know I'll buy things. But if someone's offering free tickets, I'm going to enter the giveaway. Come on. Especially because I never win things. Ever. So guess what happened? I won tickets, which was amazing. So happy. I really wasn't expecting to. Seriously, the number of giveaways and competitions and what have you that I've entered over the years and just never heard anything from. I don't win stuff. It doesn't happen. So I was surprised and shocked and thrilled. And so of course I went. Couldn't afford to buy any of the things that I have bought at both of these shows, but I've bought them all anyway, and I'm going to show them to you. It's like Russell, hang on. So I will show you bits from the Yorkshire Yarn Fest first, because that was long ago. So because I won the tickets through the Weardale Weavers giveaway, I of course went to say hello to you and to say thank you. That is their logo, which I just love. Absolutely gorgeous. And then I will link them, but there's the info if you want to take a screenshot of that. You can go find them. I didn't buy much from them because I'm not a weaver, but they had little packets of little natural beeswax taper candles. I have been looking for something very similar for some time now, so I snatched those up. And then I saw this on their Instagram page recently and I was like, oh, I'm going to go see them soon, so I'm going to get one while I'm there. This is, I can't remember her name, sorry. I'm rubbish with names. This is her very own artwork. It's still in the plastic wrapper, so it's a bit shiny, sorry. Hopefully I can show you that fairly clearly. How beautiful is that? It's been printed as a greeting card. That's not going to anybody else. That is going up on my wall because it's just too pretty to give away. And it was funny when I said that to her, she's like, everybody says that. All of these have just been bought for people to keep. What else did I buy? Oh, there we go. Make sure I get these the right way around. I saw some fabric. Oh, this was from Coastal Colours, who are a yarn dyer. Was it from their store? Yes, it was. But they also sell like bits of fabric, just like fat quarters, as well. I saw these and loved them, and they were very reasonably priced. I am going to start making project bags. I am. I know I keep saying it. It's going to happen. So that's what that's for. I'm going to pause a moment. Hold on. Okay, the other business I bought from was Dina's. I always get this wrong. Dina's Home of Crafts. I always want to say house. I don't know why. I saw this beautiful sock yarn. Colourway is called Witch's Brew, which appealed very much. And I don't know if you can see on there, but it's on a yak base as well. But just look at those colours. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. So this will almost certainly become socks. It might become a pair of fingerless gloves like these, maybe. I do want to make another pair because I keep putting these down and then not being able to find them. So having another couple of pairs would be good, that are really long like these. And yeah, these colours are gorgeous. So I might use these for that, this for those. Words are failing me. Or I might just make socks, I don't know. Either way, it's very pretty. And then I saw that they were also selling floofy fibre for the spinning. And this is super special. The colour is called Wild Reverie. And this is 100% de-haired baby camel. And it is so soft. I cannot explain to you how soft this is. And the colours are lovely. It did draw me to it. But when I touched it, I was just like, yeah, this is coming home with me. It's just, I've got no idea what it's going to be like to spin. Feels like it's got a fairly short staple length, as I suppose you'd expect from baby anything, really. So it might be a bit of a pain to spin out. But I think it's going to be worth it. It's just, it is so squishy. Let me stick to it. There we go. It's so squishy and gorgeous. Okay, then the final thing I bought from Yorkshire Yarn Fest was this little kit from Joe's Toes, who specialise in kits for making slippers of any size you want. It's really, really, really lovely setup. The way they put them together is fab. They basically have everything. I assume they do online as well. I don't actually know. They do have a website, so yes, I'd imagine that you can build your own kit online too. But the way they had it at the show was they had a big tray of all the different yarn colours, a selection of all the different slipper sole sizes, and then there's a crochet pattern and a knit pattern. You can choose which one you want. And there you go, you've built your own kit. And I can't remember how much this was, but it was really reasonably priced as well. Okay, helped by the fact that I've gone for a baby size. Yeah, I won't show you the whole pattern, but in fact, I think there were two crochet patterns. There might have been two knit ones as well, I'm not sure. I've gone for the little booty style slippers. I'm going to make these for my nephew for Christmas because he's so little and cute. He needs some things to keep his toes warm. So I went for not the very smallest size. These might be too big for him for a while, but the next size up. Little foamy soles, and they've got, can you see? I don't know, they've got the holes in them around the edge. So you crochet into the holes to start and then build up from there. And I chose, come undone, this lovely colour of yarn, which is gorgeous. I think it did say, oh, and it's got a little centre pull. It's a little felt heart with a centre pull bit. I hadn't noticed that before. That's very cool. don't know if it says what the wool is. I'm pretty sure when I was speaking to her, she said it was British. She did. It's Malabrigo wool yarn, but the pattern does specifically say, you know, any Aran or light chunky yarn will do. So again, now that I've shown you those, I can start working on them and make sure that little baby Rory has got a handmade Christmas present from his Auntie Jen. I think in total there were about 40 vendors, exhibitors of the Yorkshire Yarn Festival, I believe. Obviously I've only talked about a very few. I may list a few of the others that were there were a couple of other businesses that I was already familiar with who were there, and a couple of others that I just found really interesting, so I may list those in the description too. Yeah, if not, yeah, they're on Instagram. The festival itself are on Instagram, so they've probably got details up, possibly there, of who was at the show, so you can go and have a look. Right, Knit+Stitch. I went a bit mad. Not too mad, but a bit mad. I've already shown in the previous video, because I've already started using it, a sock set from Madrigal Yarns, which is gorgeous. That's in there. I can't remember who this was from. Hopefully I will find the card either while doing this or when editing, and I can put the information on the screen for you. But oh, there were so many stands selling fat quarters of fabric, and I really had to rein myself in. Most of it didn't really jump out at me, to be fair, but there were a couple where I was like, I can't buy all of this. I have mostly restrained myself, but there was one stand that had some, well, you'll see, it's my fabric. There's this that's got elephants on it. So you might not know how much I love elephants, but I do. The rest won't surprise you at all, because the rest has all got cats on. There's that one. And there's that one. And then this is bigger than a fat quarter. I'm not sure exactly. I think there's a full metre, actually, of this. Of this one. Oh, I love it. My favourite. So, I don't actually know what it says. Oh, it's got all the different breed types on, I think. Yeah. I can't read all of the writing, but that says tabby. Oh, and tuxedo, which I don't consider to be a breed. I don't know if it specifically is. I'm not sure. Oh, just worked that one out. It's Scottish fold. And yeah, oh, I'll have to look at the rest. I don't know what they all are. I'm gonna have to look through those now afterwards. Paper bags rustling. Right, yarn. Okay, talking of magical yarns, I was just going to buy the sock set from them, and then I saw this. This is called Scarlet Peacock. It is another standard, well, it's merino, nylon and stellina, so a standard sparkly sock yarn. Look at those colours. Oh my god. It's just so pretty. I just saw it and had to have it. I don't need it. I don't need it at all. Although, no, I don't need it. I was going to say I was specifically looking for a skein of sock yarn at each of these festivals. It's just nice to have a pair of socks or mitts that remind me of a specific place. Like these ones are, they remind me of Yarndale because that's where I bought the yarn. But I'd already chosen the sock set when I saw this. so I didn't need this at all. But it's sparkly and it's beautiful, so it came home with me anyway. What else have I got? Other than things covered in fluff. Got 2 skeins of this. I bought 2 because it was a bargain. There was a third one and I wish I'd bought that as well now. I think that's blowing out a bit. It's actually a really lovely deep burgundy red. A bit bright on screen, I think, although again my colour settings are weird, so it might be fine. This is, I think the brand is called, it's either Amy or Aini, I don't know. There you go, there's the label. You decide how you say that. And this is 80% baby alpaca and 20% silk. I got it an absolute bargain. It's 50 grams per skein, which is 200 meters or 218 yards. It is so super soft. And there was one more in the same colour, and now I wish I'd bought it too. But never mind. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this. Probably either knits or a scarf. But knowing me, it's going to sit in my stash for a while. Oops. But I love it. It's just, again, it was one of those where I was just rummaging and then I saw it and then I touched it and then it went in my bag. I did pay for it. Because, yeah, I cannot explain to you how soft and smooth this is, as you'd expect from the blend. But still, wow. Just wow. Okay, and then we have special things. We've got some lovely special fibre from a lovely lady of Second City Yarns, who my friend Fee and I had a wonderful conversation with. She was explaining all her all the inspiration for all the colourways of her yarn, all based around the city of Birmingham, and just the way she decided on all the names was fantastic. We had so much fun talking to her. And I was like, I can't buy any more yarn because I'd already bought all these others first. But then I realised that she had fibre for spinning, beautiful braids of fibre, again dyed by herself. And one of them, is it BFL, I think? Yeah, I think they're both BFL. Yeah. This one I chose just for the colours because it's beautiful. This one's called Thomas Beddoes, who I can't remember why he's significant now. She did explain it, but he is a significant person in the history of Birmingham. Beautiful, beautiful fluff. And then this one was partly the colour, but also because it's inspired by Ozzy Osbourne. It's called Birmingham Forever, which hopefully you will recognise the significance of. Again, look at those colours. It's my Aussie yarn. He was so cool. So super pleased with both of those. Did I buy anything else? No, I don't think I did. It's just my snacks. No, I did get a free, I did get a tote bag to bring home because I paid for the VIP experience, darling. Why can't I show you this tote bag? There you go. Not the most exciting one ever, but you know, it's always nice to have a bit of merch, isn't it? Yeah, I paid for it because you got access to, it's called the VIP lounge. It's a seating area, just a separate seating area. But there's tables and chairs, and they've got a little cloakroom, so if you've got a big coat like I had with me, or too many bags or whatever, you can check them in there and then just collect them when it's time to go, so you're not carting everything around the show with you. It was worth it just for that, to be honest. And you get free tea and coffee and soft drink and discount off lunch. And we didn't take advantage of this, but you can actually get there early as well if you've got the VIP thing. But yeah, it was just nice to be able to go and sit for a little bit, know that we were going to be able to get sat down, know that we were going to be able to get a bit of food and a drink, and yeah, to not have to carry everything around with us all day. It was fantastic. So the VIP ticket, it's not cheap, but it, in my opinion, sorry Mike, it's worth it. Will I do it again next time I go? I don't know, we'll see how I feel, but that won't be for at least a year anyway, probably 2. I tend to, well, it's only the second time I've been, but so far I've alternated Knit+Stitch and Yarndale, so I'll probably do Yarndale again next year, and then we'll see after that. I might, well, I don't know, we'll see, it's a while away. What else do I have to tell you? Not a lot, really. Life is lifing along. The renovations are nearly complete. We're hoping just another couple of weeks and it'll all be done. The kitchen's almost finished. We had the new floor fitted over the weekend. A bit hairy, but we got through it. We have a working oven and microwave. Dishwasher is in place but not yet working, as is the sink. It's not fully plumbed in yet, but it's there. Worktop, oh, the worktop is gorgeous. Got a sparkly black worktop. And we have lights. You know, it's getting there. They just need to finish off the units basically in the kitchen and like the skirting board and stuff like that, and get things plumbed in. Oh, and the hob needs installing. That's proving a little more difficult than it should, but we'll figure it out. And then after that, it's just up to us to decorate. You obviously will want to choose some paint at some point and get it painted. Probably just white, to be honest. Don't know whether we'll do it or we'll pay someone else to. Depends how much money we've got left after doing all this, if any. Yeah, so that's okay. It's coming. It is coming. And then the garage conversion, they're making good progress with too. I'm hoping the plumbers are coming back this week, because at the moment the washing machine is no longer in the kitchen, so we had to move it out for the floor to be done, and we don't want to put it back in there, partly because it will just be in the way, mostly because it'll scratch the floor. Well, there's a good chance it will anyway. We don't want that to happen, so it's currently sat in the downstairs toilet, which means we can't use the washing machine and we can't use the downstairs toilet. Which is not ideal on either front, but hey, never mind. Yeah, so I'm hoping they can get the washing machine plumbed in by the weekend. If not, I'll just have to beg the use of somebody else's, because I'll need to get Ned's school uniform washed. Possibly some bits for me and Kelvin as well, but Ned's stuff's the most important, because he's got enough for a week and then that's it. So yeah, we'll see. But otherwise, it's all going well. I think the windows for the garage conversion are going to be, I think they've been delayed, but that's okay. The rest of it is pretty much sorted, and they can just come and fit the windows whenever they're ready, which is great. I don't know that I've got much else to tell you. I spoke briefly in the previous video about my health. Nothing major, don't worry about it, it's fine. but if you're interested, there's a bit in the last video. I'm okay, I promise. We had Ned's parents' evening last week. I think so. It was last week. And as per usual, we got glowing reports. He's doing really well. Teacher's really happy with him. He still doesn't want to go to school. He's still bored. But he's not exhibiting signs of that while at school, so there's only so much they're going to do about it. Because, you know, I hate that this is the way it is, but I completely understand why this is the way it is. You know, they've got 30 odd kids in the class. They can't give everyone their undivided attention. They just can't. Basically, if he's not causing any problems for anybody else, they're just, you know, they're letting him get on with it. And to be fair, he's getting all his work done. He's getting on really well with everybody. He's really helpful and friendly and polite. So yeah, we just need to keep an eye on it, and I hope that his work doesn't start to suffer, or he doesn't start to, oh, I don't know, lose friendships or anything. It's, you know, it's a worry still, but I think he's okay. I think so, and he's all right at home. So, Vlogmas. I mentioned it not in the other video I've recorded today, but the last time I recorded, I mentioned Vlogmas. And now that I've got my advents, it really feels like it's nearly here, mostly because it is. Yeah, I did talk about it before, but just to quickly go over it again, I am going to do Vlogmas, but in a slightly different way. I'm going to be recording just little snippets here and there, and then putting them up as shorts here on YouTube and in my stories on Instagram. I might post the occasional reel on Instagram as well, but it'll mostly just be in my stories on there. So yeah, some days there'll be one. There should be one a day at least, because I'll be opening my advents and I will film that for you. There is, of course, a chance that I'll have to miss a day here or there. Life happens, but I will hope and plan to do that every day at least. And then the rest will just be as and when I feel like there's something worth recording. So it might be if I'm doing a bit of spinning or crocheting or something, if I'm out of the house and there's some decorations to look at, or I'm doing some Christmas shopping, or if I've bought mince pies, or when I wrap Christmas presents, you know, bits and pieces. It'll be what it'll be. Some days there'll just be one video, other days there might be a bunch of little clips throughout the day. You'll just have to watch and see what happens. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of them and you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then do please hit the subscribe button, and then there's a little bell symbol that'll pop up, and you can use that to tell it that you want to get notified every time I upload a video, which is what I do for everyone. And then yeah, you'll never ever miss a video, and it will help my channel a little bit, because it will go, oh, she's interesting, people like her, and it'll start showing my stuff to other people too. So that would be lovely. I didn't say this at the beginning of this video. I meant to. I did at the beginning of the last one. I haven't made any notes today. You've probably been able to tell I've just been winging it. Didn't make any notes at all, partly because I'm not sure where my notebook is. But also just because I was in a bit of a rush to get started. So it's very, very likely that I've completely forgotten to mention something significant. If I haven't tacked in a little extra video now, and you can think of something that I should have spoken about, please give me a nudge. Drop a comment on here and say, did you forget about this thing? And then the answer will almost certainly be yes. And I will either explain about it in a reply to your comment, or I'll come and do a separate video about it, or whatever seems appropriate at the time. I think I'm done. I think that's it. Yeah, if there is anything else, I can't remember what it is. So I'm going to assume I'm done. Thank you as ever for just being here and watching me waffle on in an incredibly incoherent fashion. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll come back. Yeah, I just hope you're having a lovely day, whatever the day is for you. Thank you very, very much, and until next time, take care.